Look at obituaries. Next, brought to you by Curtis and Son Funeral Home, the North Chapel on Highway 21 in Sylacauga, and the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg. 256-245-4361. Your Dignity Memorial Funeral Home for funerals, burials, and cremations is Curtis and Son Funeral Home. North Chapel on Highway 21 in Sylacauga, and the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg. It's Curtis and Son Funeral Home. Funeral service for Edith Ira Wilson, age 89, will be today at 1 o'clock from Curtis and Son North, with the Reverend David Schaefer officiating. Burial in the Evergreen Memorial Cemetery. The family will accept flowers or donations can be made to the Marble City Church of God in Sylacauga. Mrs. Wilson died Sunday, January 15th at Sylacauga Health and Rehab. Online condolences at curtisandsonfh.com, Curtis and Son Funeral Home, North Chapel directing. Graveside service for Hazel Pickren, age 94, of Sylacauga, is today at 11 a.m. from Evergreen Memorial Cemetery, with the Reverend Chuck Carnegie officiating. Visitation prior to the service from 10 until 11 at Curtis and Son North. Online condolences at curtisandsonfh.com. Mrs. Pickren survived by her daughter Susan and her husband, State Representative Ron Johnson of Sylacauga. Ms. Pickren died January 16th at Mountain View Lake Retirement and Assisted Living Facility, Curtis and Son Funeral Home, North Chapel directing. Mr. Cecil Caldwell, age 77, of Sycamore, died yesterday at St. Vincent's Hospital, Radley Smith Funeral Home, announcing the arrangements. Patricia D. Williams, age 72, of Youngstown, Florida, died at her residence on Wednesday, Radley Smith Funeral Home, announcing. And funeral service for Mitzi West Lovett Cosper, age 53, of Sylacauga, is Friday at 11 from the Chapel of Radley Smith Funeral Home, Reverend James Maddox officiating. Ms. Cosper died January 16th at her residence. She was a member of the Browns Chapel Baptist Church in Sylacauga. Visitation this evening from 5 till 8 at the funeral home. Memorial messages can be sent to the family at radleysmith.com. Radley Smith Funeral Home in Sylacauga directing. Memorial service for Mr. Ricky Thornburg, age 60, of Alexander City, is this morning at 11 from the Chapel of Radley Funeral Home in Alexander City, Reverend Scott Jordan officiating. Mr. Thornburg died Monday, January 16th. Memorial messages can be sent to the family at radleyfuneralhome.com, Radley Funeral Home directing. Life celebration for Mrs. Irene Hawkins, age 89, will be today at noon from Africa Missionary Baptist Church, with Chaplain Clyde Beverly, the celebrant. Interment in the Lawler Cemetery. Mrs. Hawkins died Sunday, January 15th at her residence. And Sunset Memorial Chapel, Childersburg directing. Funeral service for Mr. Donnie Gaston, age 77, of Alexander City, is Saturday at 2:30 from Wayside Baptist Church, Reverend Shane Dismuke officiating. Burial in the Flint Hill United Methodist Church Cemetery. The family receiving friends Friday from 5 until 8 at Radley Funeral Home. Mr. Gaston died Tuesday, January 17th at his residence. And he was a member of the Wayside Baptist Church. Memorial messages can be sent to the family at radleyfuneralhome.com, Radley Funeral Home, Alexander City, with the arrangements. That's a look at obituaries this morning, brought to you by Curtis and Son Funeral Home, the North Chapel on Highway 21 in Sylacauga, and the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg. 256-245-4361, your Dignity Memorial Funeral Home for burials, cremation, and funerals. It's Curtis and Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg.